Hello everybody, welcome back. And if you are new, my name is Chris. This is part 3 of my series, 50 fragrances under $50. The first video was fragrances that were under $50 that I just didn't care for, and those are going or they have left the building. This middle group is 25 fragrances that I think are really good. These are good fragrances for under $50. In fact, the vast majorities are $30 or less. Now, they didn't make the top tier, the top 15. They didn't make the cream of the crop, but they're still really good fragrances. And I think with the exception of, I'm looking at them with the exception of 1 or maybe 2, I'm going to continue to keep these, even though I'm not wearing these as much, but I don't want to get rid of them quite yet because I think they're really good fragrances. So these are all original fragrances, and I just say that there are no dupes in here because it would be very easy to do. I mean, you could do 200 fragrances under $50. I mean, just the number is just endless. So these are original fragrances. None of them are dupes. All of them are usually $30 or less. I'm going to finish out the rest of the 12 in this segment. If you are new here, welcome. I have been doing my fragrance reviews or my fragrance chit chats outside for the most of the summer, and I'm really loving it. This is Labor Day weekend. It is Saturday evening. It is around, what time is it? It's 6:18. And the sun is setting around 7:30, so it's a little bit colder. The pool is colder. It's actually cold to get into. It's actually my least favorite weekend of the year because it tells me that summer is going away, and summer is one of my very favorite seasons of the year. Here in the Midwest, it can get really cold, and our winters last a solid 8 months. So we only have about 3 months of warm weather or hot weather. We don't even have hot weather for 3 months. It's warm to hot, and then it's cold. So I have really enjoyed doing these outside videos. The pool, usually most pools close on Labor Day. I'm going to keep mine open for a bit. Maybe I'll have a couple more videos I can squeak out, and then I'm going to figure something else out. I'd still like to continue to film outside because it's fun for me, and I've had a lot of feedback that you guys like it as well. So let's dive right in. Let's continue where we left off, or where I left off. And again, these are in no particular order. I'm just going to grab and go. I'm going to grab one of my very favorite in here. Very favorite. This actually made my Smell Expensive on a Budget video. This could easily be in my top 15 because I personally love it. I love it because it's very pretty and unique, and it's like a peppery floral, and I like those. So this is Montblanc Femme Individuelle. Now, I've heard that this has been discontinued, but I will tell you that I just looked it up yesterday. You can get these pretty much anywhere. They're on Max Aroma website for $25. I even have a backup. I love it so much. So if they've been discontinued, it's still very easy to get. Now, is this going to blow anybody's socks off? No, but like I say, these fragrances are really good for the money. If you have a big collection of really expensive niche fragrances, I don't think any of these are going to knock your socks off. But I think for the price, these are unique and very good. And this is no exception. And I want to say, let's see, did I write it down? I did not write it down, but I know I paid $22, $25 for this beauty. It's beautiful. Or it speaks to me. So this is a watery rose fragrance with a prominent pink pepper note, and it also has a little bit of aromatics. It has a bay leaf. Normally I don't like fragrances with a bay leaf in them. I just find them off-putting. This is just perfect. So it's a little bit peppery. It's a lot peppery. If you like pink pepper, pink pepper and rose, you'll love this one. It's fresh. It has a wateriness to it. I want to say there's like a lotus or maybe a water lily, like a watery floral in here. So it's nice and watery. It's not powdery. That bay leaf gives it some character for sure. And there is patchouli in here. You gotta love patchouli. It's a mainstream patchouli. It's not anything too hard to take. It's like the patchouli that's in a lot of designer patchoulis. I love this one. It's one of the very few fragrances that crosses over the seasons for me. This is a great one that I like to wear on a real bright sunny day where it's crisp outside and there's kind of like a bite to the air. This one I just find very pleasant, very clean, and that patchouli and the bay leaf and the pepper kind of keeps it in the cold weather zone as well, but it's still really fresh and bright, and it's nice in the summertime as well. So that is that one. So now we're back to another Elizabeth and James. I think I have 4 in this little series. Let's see, count 1, 3 or 4. It's a great line. It's a great line for the price, one of the best celebrity lines. So this one is called, what is this called? This is French Gray. So this is, I think this is my freshie with the lavender in it. Oh yeah, neroli, orange blossom. This is neroli, orange blossom, lavender, and musk. Very fresh. You have to like all of those. I don't know if it's neroli or orange blossom. Maybe it's neroli. It's a little bit more on the green side. Lavender for sure, and musk. This is a very linear, a clean, linear fragrance. It's not going to take you on a wild ride. Those 3 notes is basically what you get for the whole fragrance. And you really have to, this is one you have to like a classic, clean lavender to enjoy this one. If you don't like lavender, you will not enjoy that. Lavender and musk for sure, you won't enjoy this. Actually, you have to like neroli as well. You have to like all 3 of those notes to even hope to enjoy it. I think it's really nice. It's a good fragrance, and again, I am a sucker for this packaging. It's very, very light. 4 hours max on this one. Okay, let's go with this cutie little bottle here. This is Elie Saab Le Parfum Royal, right here. So this is like a citrusy floral with a lot of patchouli. So the opening to this is very sparkly. It's very effervescent. It's almost like you took, this is going to sound crazy, but every time I wear this, I think the same thing. It's like you took a banana that was not quite ripe, so an unripe banana, you peeled it, and then you put like an orange or an orange on the banana slice, and you smelled that together. That's the opening of this. You know, there's a floral note in here. There's some sort of very pleasant, well-blended floral. My guess would be rose. Probably rose. And it's just has a heavy patchouli. You have to like patchouli. But again, it is one of those mainstream designer patchoulis. It's not too crazy. It's not head shop patchouli. It's not hippie patchouli. It's not a chocolate patchouli. It's not out there patchouli. It's not too earthy or funky. It's a very nice, pleasant, but strong patchouli. I'm a patchouli lover. So I really like this fragrance. I think this is one of the best bangs for your buck. This was the most expensive of the bunch, and I want to say I paid $50 for this. Well worth it. And I do want to get a couple more in this line. I think it's the one, Elie Saab Le Parfum in white, something like that. I like that too. Very, very well-made fragrances. I love this one. This is great. Okay, the next one, we'll go with one that smells really good. I've talked about it before, Pascal Morabito Pure Pearl. So this one smells like a vanilla, marshmallow, Tonka milkshake with florals in it. So if you're really sensitive to florals, there are florals in here. And I know it's pear blossom because I've shown this fragrance before. And I have a friend who is really picky about florals, loves gourmands but doesn't like florals, and she hated this one because she really picked up on the florals. The florals, to me, to my nose, I enjoy florals, aren't overwhelming, but they're here. So it's a floral gourmand for sure. It has a heavy vanilla note, it has a heavy tonka note, there's something marshmallowy in here. It's a little bit powdery, there's something citrusy in here, there's a little bit of citruses. And it is, my main problem with this one, it is so quiet. It's like mute. You could spray 10 to 12 times and it's gone in 2 hours. Why have I not decluttered it? Because it smells good and it's a good work fragrance. It's a fragrance like if you're not allowed to wear perfumes, you can wear this one. You're not going to offend anybody. Nobody's going to know you're wearing it. But it just smells so good. I mean, it's good. You could wear it to bed. You could wear it to the office. You could put it in your purse. It's just safe and easy and very, very affordable. I want to say I paid 20 bucks for this, and I'm a sucker for a white bottle. So Pure Pearl. Okay, this next one could easily have made my top 15 if it wasn't for the really terrible performance, but it smells gorgeous, and it's another Elizabeth and James, and this one is black. Love the bottles. This is a gorgeous, sweet, powdery, sexy sandalwood fragrance. Oh, that smells so good. I smell spices in here. It's a little spicy. I would guess cinnamon. And it's got a little sweetness. This is just so incredibly pretty smelling. This one is one that to me reads more cold weather. Sweater, snuggly, sipping tea, sipping coffee, watching a movie. This is gorgeous, but longevity is horrible. I think it's around, it's not horrible, it's moderate. 4 hours tops, but if it was longer than that, it would be in my top fragrances. It's hard when you have these fragrances that smell good, you just want them to last forever. So if you're one of my viewers, and I have many of them, that like their fragrances on the soft side, this might be right up your alley. Again, this one was one of the more expensive ones. I want to say $50. So everything is 50 or less. This one and Elie Saab, I think, were right at 50 when I bought them. Very, very happy, gorgeous, but don't even think about it if you need something that lasts over 4 to 6 hours. The next one is one I've shown before many times. It's CK Into You for her. I bought this probably for the same reason a couple years ago that everybody bought it, because Demi Rawlings said that this smelled like Santal Complet. I have Santal Complet. They don't smell the same. In fact, to me, they smell very, very different. They're in a total different world. Santal Complet has, lemon and coconut and this beautiful, luxurious sandalwood with some sweet spices. This one has sandalwood, but it goes into the shower gel, like the fougere direction. I want to say there's grapefruit in here, and I know there's cactus in here. So it's a real nice spin on this. The fragrance is nice, and it's very affordable. Again, $18 to $22 for this ginormous bottle. But don't get this if you want to smell like Santal Complet. You want Santal Complet and you want an affordable option. This is not it. But this is a really nice smelling fragrance. It's a lot fresher. It just smells like a nice sandalwood fragrance that has a refreshing shower gel aspect to it. And this is another one. Longevity is moderate, great for the summer. Well, hi guys, you want to come in? Great for the summer. Let's see what happens when I let my dog in. Probably nothing good. Okay. We'll see how this works out. All right, so on to the next one. What did we do? So we just did CK Into You. So now we have, this one. This one's nice. So this one is called Pistachio Brulee, and it is by Urban Outfitters. I want to say I have like 3 or 4 of these. I've shown multiple ones before, and these are about $18. I have the, one I was going to show today. Might as well talk about it. I think I forgot to bring it down. Oh, I know where it is. It's in my flat lay. I forgot that one. So this one reminds me of, just quickly, this kind of reminds me of Sol Cheriosa. It's going to get you in that ballpark. It does not last as long. It doesn't smell the same. It's like a kind of a watered down version of that. Sol Cheriosa has pistachio in it. It's pistachio caramel. That to me is like a pistachio caramel ice cream. This one is similar to it. Not as strong. This one's a little bit fresher. I don't think it has that honey note. There's a honey note in Sol Cheriosa. But there are some similarities, and this one is much, much cheaper. But these ones don't last long at all. And I see that I forgot to include the other one that I was going to talk about, and that one's called Lait de Coco. I've shown that one before in my coconut video twice. And that one to me is kind of a mixture of, like if you took a coconut suntan oil and a coconut shampoo and you combine them, you would get something around Lait de Coco. I know a lot of people that find that very pleasant. It's actually a few people that I know, a few of my viewers, it's their favorite coconut fragrance. That one has zero longevity. I mean, zero. It lasts about 1 to 2 hours. But it smells good. I gave that to my daughter because it just doesn't last very long. But again, they're $18. So, I mean, what are you going to do? So that was that. So the next one is one I've shown before. This is called Pure DKNY. And this one I got at the Cosmetics Company store for $22. I think I remember that exactly. I don't love this fragrance, but for $22 I bought it. It is it's like an ambery floral woody musk. It's very fresh. It kind of reminds me of like a fresh laundry, like a really nice fresh laundry. There are aquatic notes in here. There's a watery floral. It's either lotus or it is, what am I thinking of? I think it's just lotus. I know there's sandalwood in here. There are some florals in here. It is a little bit soapy. There's a soapiness to it, but there's a sweetness in here as well. So this one I find if I spray too much, it'll give me a headache. This one is actually strong. On me, I can't do more than 4 sprays or I'll get a headache. So this is one of the stronger or better performers and very underrated. I mean, it's very, very underrated. It's a great fragrance for the price. So if you like that type of a fragrance, that fresh laundry with a little bit of a aquatic, florally vibe that dries down sweet. I want to say there's probably vanilla or tonka in here because it dries down really sweet on me. This one's a great one. Okay, so the next one is still in its box. I've tested it out. I'm just keeping in its box. This one to me, I'll be pulling out more as the weather gets colder. And this one is called Coconut Palm. And let me look at the box here. It's by Mix Bar. I've had this for a long, long time. I forgot to put it in my my coconut video. But this one is another one. I think it runs about $18. And this is just really nice. When I first sprayed this one, at the very beginning, it reminded me, oh my gosh, it's just killing me. What is this? It reminded me of a coconut fragrance that I got as a sample from Twisted Lily. You know, when you order something and you get to pick your samples, I know I picked something with coconut. There's a coconut fragrance, a niche coconut fragrance that smells like this. It smells really good. At least I find this very, very appealing. And I can't for the life of me think what that was. It was very pricey. I don't know why I got rid of my blotter. I need it. Yeah, so this is fresh, it's sweet, it's airy. The coconut in here is a gourmand coconut. It's very sweet, but this also has, I think this is the one that has seaweed in it and salt, which, I mean, to me keeps it from going into like the coconut cookie land. But and the coconut in here is sweet. If you don't like, sweet fragrances, you're not gonna like this. This one is one of those, you're either gonna like it a lot or you're not gonna like it at all. I find it very pleasant. It's a very refreshing coconut. And even though this is on the gourmandy side, it dries down woody. There's something woody in here, and on me it pulls very woody in the dry down. So for $18, this is a great one. And longevity, not great. So coming towards the end, I think I have 1, 2, 3 to go, and the third one I left. It's not here. I'll just talk about it, put a picture up. But this one is Trussardi Donna the EDT. You guys know, if you've been here before, I love the Trussardi EDT. I think for $30, it's one of the best perfumes I ever bought. And there's some very famous celebrity, that's their signature scent. I'll think of it in a minute. I'll put the name up. But this one, so I thought I needed to get the EDT just for kicks. I don't know why I did that. Chris, why don't you just stick with what you love, okay? Why did you have to go and get the EDT? Because that's me. So the bottles are pretty. Again, this was about $35. Let me do I have a bladder that doesn't have anything on it? $35. And I bought this because it has a note of melon, like cantaloupe. I mean, hello. And yes, so this is a nice fragrance. You do not need this, in my opinion, that's me, unless you're a total perfume hoarder. If you have Trussardi Donna, the EDT, and you enjoy that. So this is a little bit fresher. There are more citruses in here. It has a tea note, or I'm picking up something tea-like in here. I don't get any of that in the EDT. And this kind of stays light and fresh Whereas the EDP dries down more sweet, it's creamy, and there is a definite sandalwood in there. I wore this the other night. I had a little function to go to outside at a park, and I sprayed, I want to say like 8 to 10 times. I could smell myself the whole time. I thought I smelled really nice, and when I gave someone a hug, they said, oh, you smell really nice, you smell nice and fresh. It's a great one, it's affordable, it's a great bang for your buck. I don't need it, it'll sit and gather dust. So this is one of the only ones I know for sure that I will be decluttering or giving it away to someone at work, because I like my EDP better. And then, so the second to last one is, I grabbed the wrong one. I grabbed the Michael Kors Exotic Blossom, and I wanted to talk about Sky Blossom because, in my opinion, I think Sky Blossom is a little bit better. It's a little bit, I think it's more universally appealing. I'll put a picture up. I'm just too lazy to go in and get the bottle. It is a very bright, fresh fragrance. I had it in my white t-shirt fragrance, I'm pretty sure. And I know I had it in my Affordable Freshies. So it's very clean and fresh, kind of clean laundry with a green tea note. Very, very nice, very light. I love these bottles. These are more bottles I got at the cosmetics company store. The reason why it's in the box is I'm just starting to put some of my freshies away for the winter time, and this one is going. And so they're very cute, these bottles that they come in. I got this for $18. Same with Sky Blossom, and they're really nice fragrances if you want to put them in your purse or travel with them. They just travel really well. So second to last one is Sky Blossom, and the very last one is called Joop Le Bain, and right here. So this one is a very, very unique fragrance, and again, it was like $22. This one has been around for a while. I want to say it's been around since the 90s. So to me, this has like a plastic doll head. So a plastic doll head meets cherry coke meets soapy floral. So if you combined all those together, you would get something like this. Now, the opening is a little bit on the sharp side. I want to say, you've got some soapy florals and aldehydes for sure. So it's a little bit in your face. But my favorite part is the dry down. As it dries down, it's got tonka, it's very sweet, it's ambery, it's a little woody, and it's just really gorgeous. There's something about it that smells a little bit vintagey, i.e. the 90s. Smells a little bit like something from the 90s, but I think it is a real hidden gem. In fact, this is going to be in my hidden gem video. It's a great fragrance, and this one to me kind of reads more wintertime, like more cold weather. It's on the stronger side. So this one lasts a little bit longer, like 5 to 6 hours if you can get, a good 8 sprays in. So that's it. So that'll do it for this is part 2 and part 3 of my 50 fragrances under $50. This is the middle section, fragrances that maybe aren't the cream of the crop, maybe not the best of the best, but still great fragrances for the price. And all of them, I think, except 2 were like $30 or less. I only had a couple in there that were right around $50. And so that's it. So if I didn't name anything that you think I should have talked about, or if you have a great affordable fragrance that you want to share, as per usual, let me know in the comments. And again, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you to all those who come every week, say hello, drop me a nice little comment, and support me. And I really, really appreciate it. And with that, I'll see you on the next one.